Welcome to The Stone Report, a time of ministry, news, updates, and exciting information just for you. Now, here is Perry Stone.
You know, I'm looking at some of the new product that we have. This is the Stone Report, Exposing Contradictions in the Bible. This is an audio CD. The timeline of the Great Tribulation is brand new. The Last of the Giants, which is along with our offer for this recently on the Manifest telecast. And I just want you to, if you don't have the new material, get it. The book, Revelation Generation. This is our #1 requested book in the history of the ministry. And I think it's the content that's there. I've told people 80% of it I never taught before. It was researched prophetically. So look at this, and I'll save this for a moment. Tormenting Spirits, the album. This is not a book. A lot of people think it's a book. It's 4-CD album that deals with unforgiveness and fishing in the sea of forgetfulness and how to stop a tormenting spirit that's mentally tormenting you. A 2-CD, Getting Your Prayers Answered. The American Prophecies. Now, all of these are new, and I hope that you will take the time to order them through the Voice of Evangelism. Now, remember, when you order something through, it helps us to keep the ministry going strong around the world. And also, we have a number of these Bibles. We just shipped 6,500 of these Bibles to Israel. This is the New Testament commentary that we did, and they are now working on the Old Testament commentary. There's the New Testament commentary. Many of you have this. If you don't have it, please get it. It's about 230,000 words. The Old Testament is 500,000 words, 2.5 times bigger than the New Testament. It will not be out till between maybe June to September of next year because it's a huge printing project, a huge project to lay out. It cost really over $1 million just for the layout and just for the paper to print with. So it's a huge project, but we want you to be looking for that, and hopefully you'll be able to get a copy of that when it comes out. Now, the other thing we want to share with you, a couple other things that's very important, is please remember that Warrior Fest, which is our big youth event, happens in March and also in April. Now, March still has about 500 tickets available for Warrior Fest. If you have a young person, they can be a teenage, college age, 8, 10, 12 years of age. Bring them to Warrior Fest, but you have to register. You can't just show up because you have to have an armband to get in the building. That's why we do this. So if you're coming, register. Warrior Fest 2 is completely booked out. If we get 3 or 4 cancellations, immediately it fills up. Warrior Fest 1 still has some availability. We'd love for you to come. The International Prophetic Summit is well over 3,000 people registered. We only have room for 400 more people to register for the International Prophetic Summit. So if you're coming to that, I advise you to get your room booked. All the hotels are full in Cleveland. There may be some hotels in Chattanooga, maybe some room availability. But look into that and come and be a part. Thursday through Sunday, all 11 services. And the Sunday afternoon service will start at 2:30. That way, if you're wanting to stay, you can get back home if you got a 4 or 5 hour drive very easily. The Partners Homecoming in June, Amanda Crabb and her husband, Aaron Crabb, and their band is coming to do the music at the Homecoming in June, our Partners Homecoming. And look, folks, you don't want to miss this. This is going to be old-fashioned camp meeting. We're going to have a prayer line the last night. We're going to be dedicating the lodge when all the partners are here. I'm going to be picking out 6 subjects. I'm going to pick my 6 favorite subjects, period, that I love to preach on, and I'm preaching a new message on all 6 of them. And we're still going to do that one message, order of events, and we're going to show you something. I'm keeping it a secret. This is absolutely fabulous. So partners, please come and be a part. Now, there's 2 other things. I don't have those here available, and I wish somebody would have brought me those, but you can go online and look at it, so it's not that important for me to have it here. The Israel tour, remember, there is a partners tour and a main tour. You also have the option to go to Jordan in those tours. Our tours are all inclusive. We include everything in the tour: tips, taxes, interest, fees, lunch, 1 soft drink for lunch and dinner. All that's extra in most tours, by the way. It's an additional cost. So please get in contact with the ministry or Noseworthy Travel. The information is on the screen, and get a brochure or look into it as soon as you can. If you try to wait, a lot of people wait till June and July. Well, I want to get on, or they call us in September. Not going to be able to get on this one. Now, in 2019, we have a birthday cruise. This will be my 60th birthday, and Pam wanted to invite partners first. So partners, you've already got your word. Now we're opening it up to everybody else who wants to go, who knows Perry and Pam Stone. You can go with us on a cruise to Alaska. We have 2 decks, the 11th and 12th deck, completely set aside for our people. But You need to get a deposit in between now and June, because in June, the ship wants to come back. It's a brand new ship, a Norwegian Cruise Line. They want to come back and get all the rooms to put it back under their block, because they can actually make more with their block than our block, because our block is at a very good rate and a very special price. So if you want to go in 2019, get a deposit in for the cruise immediately. Contact the office, contact Noseworthy Travel. There's about 8 different kinds of rooms that you can get. They're all different prices. If you've never been to Alaska, incredible place, one of the greatest places in the world, most beautiful places I've ever been to. The food on a cruise is amazing. They've got a go-kart on top deck. They've got a laser tag on top deck. They've got all kind of pools. We've got great shops. We're going to Canada on the trip. You'll need a passport, by the way, to get off in Canada, but it's going to be great. It's 2019, June of 2019. That will be where we're going to have our partner's homecoming. That will be where we're going to have the birthday party. And you have to book through Noseworthy Travel. You're going to get a special armband that when you come to the cruise ship that gets you into where I'm teaching, where I'm preaching, where me and Pam are going to be answering questions and answers. And if you have any information, Tammy, James, and Robbie are with me on the road. Tammy is heading up a lot of the cruise information. So if you go to a meeting and you pick up the information, if you're a partner, we'll have a partners meeting, go over all of it with you, or pick up a brochure and all the conferences this year, at least up through June, maybe through July, for the cruise, and get that as soon as possible, because it's going to be a great time. Pam has wanted me to do this for a long time, and I always told her, no, I'm a private person. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather go on a cruise just with the family. But we felt like, well, you're only going to be 60 one time in your lifetime, you know? So that's significant. Now, the other thing I want to share with you has to do with the ISO, the International School of the Word. All right? Now, we do have some of our courses on DVD, all right? And you can order them on DVD. This is just hours and hours. What was it, 12 hours? Maybe, no, 23 30-minute less. No, is that 23? 23, almost 12 hours of teaching using props, using an Israeli city. This is the International School of the Word, but we have these available sometimes through our magazine. So order it. If you're not interested in going online and doing it and you want to do it this way, this is fine. But you can also go to ISO.org and listen, you don't have to work on a degree. You don't have to work on a certificate. The certificate is available if you want, but after each course you can take a test. It's not a long test, but it's a test to see what you've learned, that helps you to remember what you've learned, etc. Then the test grades itself. And so there is so much great stuff at the International School of the Word. We want you to log on and take a course. It's so simple to go on anywhere in the world and take a course. And we actually have most countries where you can take the course and purchase it in your own currency. This is a new thing. We've never been able to do this ever. And if you've never been able to get any of our material outside the United States, because normally we do our material only in the United States, but if you are outside the U.S. and you've wanted to say, wish I could get Perry's material, wish I could get it, you can now get it through International School of the Word. It comes on your computer screen. You watch, you can pause it, you can go back to it. And please, 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 thousands of you need to do this. You need to start getting into the Word. And this is deep stuff. This is, I mean, it's easy to understand, but it's just like a college. I mean, you really are going to get lessons. But what's great about this, it's not a talking head. It's not me like a talking head talking to you and a blackboard behind me that's in most universities. This is got PowerPoint pictures. It's got pictures edited in. It's got sometimes props that are used. It is one man who's been in education for 50 years said it is the greatest Bible school in the world. And he said when the world finds out how this operates and the cutting edge that it is, many, many tens of thousands of people are going to take it down the road. And I believe that. To God be the glory. So thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your support. Now don't forget that your support is very important to us. It's the moms and dads and the kids and the grandkids and the couples that, you know, $10 a month, $20 a month, $25 a month, or whatever you can do, that adds up to where we can do the outreach that we're doing. And trust me, with the school going on, with ISO, with the Tuesday night services, with Warrior Fest, where nobody is charged to come to Warrior Fest, the International Prophetic Summit, nobody is charged an entrance fee or any kind of registration fee to any of our meetings. And when you do that, you have a lot of expense. So it never is covered through the offerings, ever. It has to be through other sources. So thank you for joining me. Partners, thank you for being partnering with us. And if you're not a partner of our ministry, I pray that you'll do so and be so. God bless you.